calm before the storm.
Looks like we got everybody started here. And we're just going to see the same old story for every single run of the match. What do you think are going to be the first two items, Sacred? We know one.
Oh, we always know of one, and if I had to pick a guess, what would be nice for a nice little setup to give people a little bit of surprise? Let's say power bombs at Morph Ball and Morph Ball on the ceiling, just to see what happens. I mean, last match we got X-Ray, which, we love X-Ray, but not that much.
X-Ray, yeah, as a required item. Kind of trolly. Let's see. And we are getting closer to see what the first item is. What will it be? Ooh, bombs. We have a second fight, or second seed with DLC added.
Huh. Well, we got bombs to start, so it's gotta be Morph Balls in the ceiling or elsewhere. I know it'd have to be in the ceiling. Just thinking about that. I remember the old randomizer logic where it really messed with you. It's like, here's Screw Attack, now go to Gauntlet.
Yep. Or actually, little to both runners' knowledge, this is actually a Plando.
Those are always fun.
And
alright,
so
we got power bombs again.
Is CFB gonna go the meme route? And the first pack of supers. Only missing missiles for the minor item trifecta.
Just being down missiles is, a small price at the moment. But again, having the supers and the power bombs, there's still many options open up here, and we can see both players going straight to the wall and blowing it down for more supers.
Now decisions, and I am not surprised. We have a meme route, everybody.
Oh, Zero Shock there. Elm's going up, CFB's going left. We're going to see once again if it pays off for CFB. You never know.
This is why we tune in to find out. The suspense is real, everybody.
And both players got a pack of power bombs going, the divergence that they did.
Ooh, and CFB picking up yet another pack of super or power bombs.
Super power bombs, huh?
Hey, they're not as strong as ultra rockets, okay? Ultra rockets are the strongest thing ever.
Ultra rockets? What happened to hyper super missiles?
Yeah, that's just going too far, man. Too far.
No, it's not. It's one step below destroying the universe in 3 minutes.
One step below Death Star. Wait, we can't say that here. Disney's gonna sue us. And CFB looks like getting the pink Brinstar gate glitch to find our favorite item, and he's just snoping out of the X-ray beam. And BT holding an E-tank that will just float in the air till the end of the fight. You only get to see that a couple times, everybody, so cherish it.
And for people looking for a pair joke, all it took was a couple pair of super missiles.
Alright, and with Elm having 10 power bombs, he could go do a gauntlet check right now. And doesn't look like he is going to do it. Gonna head straight down to Terminator, and even then we still do not know. Could be an item that changes. Well, Spacer's not really gonna change that, but it's still a possibility.
Hey man, we were all hoping for Speed Booster.
We were, but can't always get what you want, right? But if you try sometimes, you get what you need.
I've always gotten what I need, just never what I want. So once again, it looks like CFB's backdoor project doesn't really pay too many dividends, and for Elm, it doesn't pay in any which direction either, because he's heading straight down into Green Prince Star himself.
Got some more minor item pickup.
All those miners.
So far, this is turning out to be not so great for progression items. So, leaning towards either Norfair or Wreck Ship having, or heck, even at this point, Gauntlet. Because both players are very capable of doing, or not Gauntlet, but a Gauntlet could have something. Or X-ray check.
It's very real at this point, either which direction they could go. If they go back to Gauntlet, you never know. They could find Speed Booster. They could find, another energy tank. You never know what's up there, but it's always good to check that direction. With the equipment they have, and both players have excellently demonstrated that they could do it, they could take off the ship, save, and head over to the wreck ship to take over Phantoon in hopes that the wreck ship is the goal line. Or, the even smarter play, continue down a little bit, see if you can find high jump, and then go back around and start doing your bosses. But, again, it's merely up to everyone's decision and discretion on where they want to go and where they think the best play may be residing.
You mean they could go their own way? Okay, so it's gonna kind of be a little not too much excitement here going on. CFB's gonna go down, do his BT fight, going to find an energy tank, and being CFB, the question is, will he pick it up? And of course he will.
I mean, it's technically free energy, and all you have to do is unload a pair of super missiles. Easy win.
That is true.
Although in CFB's case, just noticing he only has one super at the ready, so...
And it looks like he did the 2-and-2 strategy. 2 regulars, 2 supers. I like to call it the Chuck Woolery strat. And we'll actually see what CFB does here. Given his power bomb count at 20, which is unusual for him, he usually tries to skimp on as many miners as he can. I think we will see a Gauntlet check with him. It's right here. He can always reset. And also, too, there's 2 miners that could end up paying off if they are super missiles. But at this point, even regular missiles wouldn't be too bad of a pickup.
So you can see Elm picked up the X-Ray this time instead of CFB, who again turned around and said otherwise, and he's now entering the Gauntlet. Again, having all these power bombs, he'll make it all the way across if he wants, just when it gets to the end, it's going to be up to him to decide what he wants to do with the item.
Looks like Elm is entering into slideshow mode for a second. Ooh, Wave Beam. Not a bad pickup right now. He's going to head back the opposite way, back from whence he came. We'll make other things a little bit more easier. He can do a little bit more damage with his beam, but not too much of a game changer at this point. And it looks like both players will be roughly around the same, entering wreck ship about the same time. You got Elm, who's only slightly behind. Looks like it'll be a CWJ with that and or a bomb jump to get over. So it could actually, we don't know if at this point if that would be required, but both are actually CFB is going down. Wow, interesting. He's not going early wreck ship this time.
But in exchange, it looks like L might be heading that direction, so...
Wow, we got a race here, everybody. Got some route divergence, and is that going to be enough to get on? I think it should be. Quick downgrade. And Elm on the next slide getting the bomb jump.
When did this become PowerPoint presentations of races?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
still love Elm.
I don't blame Elm. I blame Rogers at home. Or whoever it is in Canada.
I think he needs to replace his pair. It's out of date.
I think he just needs to download more bandwidth.
Alright, so CFP is heading down to possibly Kraid / Norfair for the way he's heading. Meanwhile, we still have Elm, who's inside the wreck ship. Says no to another pack of power bombs, but definitely has enough munitions to take out Phantoon.
Yeah, it's kind of needs to farm for missiles in the beginning, so kind of don't really want a fast pattern right off the bat. A mid or a slow would be good, so you can get at least a good one round, the first round Doppler in, because 5 really wouldn't do it. It'd be the same situation he faced in game 1 here. So what pattern is Phantoon? Oh, Phantoon not being Phantoon and giving him mid pattern, but should be able to get enough missiles to be able to do a comfortable maybe 3 round here. Not enough quite for a 2 round on that first fight. And we are about to have 2 boss fights going at the same time. We have Phantoon, everybody's favorite elephant ghost, and Kraid, the giant lizard of Brinstar, who will not be performing his stand-up glitch this time. And let's see what we got here. Ooh, screw attack. And it's, while not being a progression item, a screw attack does make a lot of segments of the game easier, especially hell runs. You spin jump through, you're not going to take as much damage. You can be a little bit more, careless, to say, and be a little bit more risky. And
This is true. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, that is true. It does make things a lot easier going through hell run sections because you can just fly through them, taking pretty much next to no damage unless you accidentally up cancel. But again, yeah, just finishing up Phantoon, had a decent 3 to 4 round, dance with him. Hopefully, this time the wreck ship actually has something worth it this time besides just Energy Tank City.
Yes, can we get some bless RNGs in chat to seed the wreck ship? Ooh, and looks like it worked. Gravity at wreck ship. So this is good. Elm puts Elm at a slight advantage here. Can't quite still do Norfair without taking damage, but it opens up Meridia if he is so inclined to go and do Meridia.
I smell game 3 in the oven.
I smell cookies. They were just in my oven. So game 3 smells. So game 3 is cookies. All right. And actually getting gravity here will make the spiky death room pretty easy as well. So Elm doesn't really have to worry too much about any issues issues there.
So now the big question becomes, can Speed Booster be at gravity's post? Like, I remember this being an argued logic at one point in time, but if Speed Booster can be at where gravity is, and Plasma or Charge can be at, the reserve tank, it'll be quite a setup.
Oh yeah. We can only hope and keep our fingers crossed for such amazement. And Elm finding just energy tank and resetting isn't worth the 30-40 seconds to get back for him, and I don't blame him. And CFB going to do the Ice Palace check and activating his reserves. Elminster making his way through the attic, and we get a slide, and he makes it out. Gravity was at right super missile and wreck ship.
Well, rip my fantasies.
All right, let's see if Speed Booster is required for wreck ship. Nah, not really. Come back if you want. And CFB is going to have a bit of an issue here with Hell Runs. You do require 4, but he has reserve tanks. But he has Charge, which makes it good, and he has Screw Attack. Let's see CFB bust out his skills here. Or looks like he's actually not going to risk it and go up to probably go to wreck ship at this point. I'm going to guess.
Seems like the most valid idea of options, considering he does have the reserves and he does have the munitions to do a Crystal Flash if he so chooses to, but still being down ice and or high jump, having to do the Hell Run, yeah.
Not the funnest. If you've ever done a high jumpless Hell Run, not as good as you think. It could be required by the seed, but it is definitely not a situation you would want to be in. And we may actually see CFB go and do X-Ray, considering he has the grapple beam. We have Elm probably checking his Friendster account while the BT Bowling Teresa goes and does his thing. And what will the final item of just needs tank? But he's going to pick it up, probably for the health refill. And not a bad idea, knowing that we know that Hell Runs may be required. Ooh, CFB finding Speed Booster at X-Ray. So the question is, will CFB go back and check Waterway at this point? He's pretty close already.
I mean, at this point, yeah.
I'm thinking he's going to go wreck ship.
From this point of view, having Speed Booster, Waterways, and open accessibility now, and additionally, he could risk it where he does have the reserves and the tanks. He could go check out Bubble Mountain and find a treasure trove, including Varia there too. You never really know just yet.
That's why it's randomized, right?
Exactly.
You will never know. It's kind of like a box of chocolates, right? You never know what you're gonna get, unless they tell you.
I was about to say, yeah, unless they tell you on the box, then you should know.
Yeah, that's why Russell Stover is not so good. And it doesn't look like CFB got that hero shot there. Elm heading it on his way down. Not gonna go do the X-ray check, even though he is 100% capable of doing it. We've seen him do it before. And it looks like CFB is going to go direct ship. Still anyone's game at this point. And actually, Elm actually might head back up to X-Ray. And no, actually he's going probably straight to Craig. And he's got his reasons for not checking. We'll just leave it to the runner's choice. I think it's because the runner wants to give us some entertainment. Okay? Before they go into any of these races, they're told that, hey, you have to provide a certain amount of entertainment value. So let's leave it at that, everybody. And so this still we still don't know what's at Waterway, and we know that CFB could have checked it and falling into the water there.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but instead decided to go straight to the wrecked ship. I don't know how smart of a play that it. Well, we know how smart of a play it really is, but
we know in God mode.
It's just the possibility that Varia could be back at Waterway is still lingering out there. So it's like,
Both the runners are keeping us in suspense at this point. They're building the hype, which is why you should follow both the runners. I can't spell in chat. Because not only in this chat do they know how, in this channel they know how to bring up the hype, but in their personal channels do they know how to bring the hype as well. And Elm making quick work of that Craig dude. And we're waiting for the next slide. There we go. And CFB begins his fight with Phantoon as well. And going for X Factors. I think he should be good for a 2-round. I don't think he got flame lamed. And there we go, 2-round. Really quick fight by CFB using X Factors. So having a charge really did help out in this case, and Elm going away from that reserve tank. And Elm making his way down to Lord Norfair. He has 4 energy, no speed booster, which we know is at X-Ray, which could have made it a little bit easier with the hell runs. But I think at this point he is going to just go for it. Because he really knows that there's nothing else to check at this point. Except for Waterway, which actually could still hold gravity. And CFB picking up his gravity suit, feeling slight relief. But wishing it was Varia. And Elm is probably going to make his way to the Ice Palace. Yeah, doing a safety save just in case it is something not useful, which we already know is useful. Question at this point is, where is Gravity? I mean, not Gravity, but Varia. CFB opting not to take the energy tank and resetting. We still do not know what's at Waterway. It could be checked, but it was not. So I'm wondering if we're going to see Elm go make his... Elm, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Elm does not have speed booster. I'm not quite sure what he's doing here. He may not realize or may have forgotten that you need speed booster to get through that area. Or maybe he's just going for the super. Not really sure at this point. I'm not sure about what the play is here. Or we'll find out on the next slide of Dragon Ball Z. He's... And Elm takes a death here, sadly, but not too far. But he does know that Charge is at Ice Palace, so he'll probably go back for that. And not sure if he's going to go and do the same thing he did. Doesn't seem like a wise choice, not having speed booster, which we know is at X-ray, which Elm did not check. And CFB with a nice spark across the bowling room, falling gracefully into bowling Chorizo's palm. And he's probably going to go take a quick milkshake break, or go get some water. Obviously nothing alcoholic, because we're all straight edge here. But yeah, looks like Elm foregoing Charge for now, probably realizing he doesn't need it, and going to check Bubble Mountain, which will be a little difficult considering that he does not have high jump. And looks like Elm will probably go for a save to lock in his position at Bubble Mountain. We will not know because that's on a slide that did not make its way through. And looks like he is going to check Norfair Reserve. We'll see what is there. Now, luckily, cool for Elm is having gravity will actually cut down on the extra damage you would take from lava. So while he doesn't have, and he's going to go for a Crystal Flash. So while he doesn't have Varia to cut down the heat damage, at least he'll take less damage if he gets into the lava. So I do think that lava damage is still mitigated by the gravity suit. And looks like CFB is heading to Waterway. He himself probably wondering, hey, is this where I needed to go for Varia? And we will all soon find out. So everybody, let's get some hype. Let's see what's at Waterway. It could be the item we were looking for all along. And we have just an energy tank. So Varia is still at large. And it's wanted by Samus Aran. Elm starting his farm so he can go and check speed booster. We still do not know what's in a lot of Bubble Mountain or even Crocomire. Crocomire is still a good decision at this point. Haven't found too many major items, and there's still 3, 4. Still 9 of them left outstanding. Actually, 8, actually. 8 where we do not know the locations. And I think CFB is going to head back down to Lower Norfair. Or to Norfair, not Lower Norfair. What am I talking about? And we'll probably go and check Wave next to see what that holds. CFB making his way to Meridia. We'll probably go and do the Mama Turtle check. This Mama Turtle's just right there. And let's see, we have Elm checking Wave, and it's Spring Ball. And he is opting to do a reset. And we know that X-ray may not be required, and CFB finding Space Jump will make traversing Maridia and Norfair much easier. But still not required by either one of these runners. These runners are more than capable of doing just fine without. Elm doing... Looks like Elm is going to go do Crocomire. Getting Blue Gate glitch the first time. Easy peasy. Making it look good and effortless. And we're going to see if Crocomire is holding the Varia suit and any other items that'll just make life easier. If Elm did find Ice and Varia down here, it'd be very, very nice for him. And he wouldn't necessarily need to actually get Speed Booster at X-Ray. And CFB resetting, not finding anything down in the sand pits. And Crocomire going to take a bath. Ooh, and there is the Varia suit. So this is really, really good for Elm. Regardless of him not having charge, he has enough ammo to go down to Lower Norfair. Doesn't have high jump, which will be a little difficult. But if he wanted to go down, he could manage at this point. But I think we'll see Elm check the rest of Crocomire to see what he has. And CFB passing up the vanilla E-Tank at a Phantoon E-Tank. Not even randomized there. While Elminster is going to go see what is at grapple. Grapple could hold something really good. But it looks like he's going to have to do a IBJ to get up there. I think he had to do one in the last... Or actually, not last match. Having... There he goes with the timing. He's got it. And CFB making his way to Dragon. And let's see what strats he uses this time. He has both the mashed shrimp and the fried shrimp. And it looks like Elm is just finding an E-Tank at grapple. So at this point, will we see Elm go down into Lower Norfair, which I think may be the right call at this point, as to avoid any backtracking. He's got Screw Attack, which will make it easier. And CFB opting for mashed picked at shrimp. We're gonna see what space jump holds. We know it won't be Varia because we know that is at Croc Z. And just a E-tank or reserve tank. Or as I like to call them, septic tanks. And looks like Elm will probably be heading over to Lower Norfair. He has the items to do it. Won't be the fastest you could get given the items he has, but he can definitely take care of it.
The only thing that worries me the most about this is no ice, no high jump, no space jump. While having screw, it's still going to make getting out of, the worst room in the game the hardest thing in the universe.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I am here. It's just trying to balance something else at the same time.
We totally understand.
So again, Elm's greatest saving grace was the fact that he passed it up, which was back at X-Ray. We found out Speed Booster was there. CFB having Speed Booster has Dragon down, but if Elm can get to Ridley and get him done very tactfully and very quickly, it just might even out, and it could definitely just become a race to the brain. Alright, so Ice Beam in hand for CFB, while now getting out of the Pirate Room, and in return, Elm finds Plasma. Again, the only thing that can help this out is Charge, and he knows where Charge is. But now Elm has to do a lot of work to get out of here. But I think he's got this. And here we go, the difficult descent begins, while CFB taking the turbo tunnel. Alright. Elm's almost up to the top. CFB, meanwhile, actually might be taking a trip to Shack Tool. We actually might see a Shack Tool check. Alright, and we are seeing a Shack Tool check by CFB, who is probably desperately looking for Varia, hoping it's here, but we all know it's not.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, had to step away for a second.
No, it's fine. You're back just in time for Elm to enter the worst room of the game, and CFB to take a smoke break.
Smoke break?
I mean, hey, realistically, if you think about it, if you started half a cigarette before the match began, this is the perfect time to smoke the other half, just really, really quickly.
That is true, yeah. But a message from your FDA.
We do not approve of smoking.
Yeah. This message brought to you by Chuli's Gum.
Thus said, though, whatever happened to the topic of what can you do while you wait for Shack Tool? That used to be a great thing back during the 100% tournament.
I guess because every runner tries to avoid Shack Tool during these randos, we've forgotten the lost lore of what to do. And CFB refusing to do bomb jumps to get out of Shack Tool.
What was down there, by the way? His screen sort of just glitched out.
It was just an E-tank. Nothing of consequence.
Getting tanked. Yay. Alright, so here's the big question. What could be down at Ridley that could be of any use? How quickly do you think Elm can finish Ridley? And how fast can CSB haul butt out of Meridia and get down to Ridley himself?
42 seconds. All joking aside, well, it depends on what CFB does at this point. So even though it looks like if you look at the boss tracker, CFB has killed every boss but Ridley, at this point, is what is CFB going to bet on? Is he going to bet at Varia being at Croczee, or is he going to go Bubble Mountain? But I still think CFB has a slight advantage here due to having Speed Booster.
Oh yeah, definitely. Speed Booster definitely gives you that one powerful extra 0.5 second edge, and that 0.5 second edge, as we all know and love, can turn into an extravagant lead out of nowhere just because you have the quick access of traveling. Case in point, Elm doesn't have Speed Booster, so he can't go through this tunnel right here down by the Beatoms. Meanwhile, CFB can, to refill, not only refilling his power bombs if he so chooses, which he's going to, wow, psychic call, but it also allows you a quick access down the tunnel to Bubble Mountain.
And that is significantly faster going through Cathedral and the room before Cathedral and the Rising Lava room.
And CFB is now assaulting Bubble Mountain. Meanwhile, Elm's having a nice super missile duel with Ridley here. I could be wrong, but I think he went no damage. I wasn't paying too much attention.
It looked like no damage, and and the high jump boots. You got the boots made for walking, and Elminster is just going to strut his way on out of Lower Norfair with ease.
That just made Meridia that much easier not having Speed Booster, but having Speed Booster would still be a great advantage at this point.
Absolutely.
But with having high jump, don't really need ice, even though we're gonna find ice on the way. And we're gonna be that much closer to getting out. CFB still has to go all the way down to Ridley. If Elm can get up to the shrimp fast enough, take the shrimp out, and then get on his way to Mother Brain, round 3 is definitely a real possibility.
Ooh, that Game 3 hype. You got me all excited, Sacred Hooves.
Yeah, well, no plasma beam in your pants.
Ooh, I'll try not to. I'll try not to. Maybe difficult, but I'll keep myself under control.
But yes, as everyone is saying in chat, Elm had best not forget where Charge Beam is holding plasma. He has great power in his hands. It would be immensely useful for making Mother Brain's fight that much quicker. And for taking out Dragon too. Not to mention it would give him pretty much the power of the microwave beam almost.
Let's send all of our energy to Elm to remember the Ice Palace. Remember the Ice Palace. And we'll have to find out. Actually, the slides are coming in faster this time. Theoretically, they're both sending slides, but hey, let's not think about trivial things like frame rate or anything. We're here to be serious about talking about Super Metroid. And CFB probably understanding at this point that, oh my gosh, I gotta go check Croczee. Did we actually see CFB go and check Plasma? Because he could be
go to Plasma's room, and that's where he found the ice beam.
Oh,
and
okay.
In return, at the same time, Elm found Plasma down by Golden Chorizo's back door. So there's a trade-off of shots, basically.
I was out of the loop there. And Elm realizing he doesn't have Speed Booster and going back. Elm is actually in a not actually a good position here because remember he opted not to go get to go to X-Ray, which is where we know that speed booster is, and he doesn't have ice. So he cannot actually go and kill Dragon at this point. So this is going to be very, very close, I feel.
So Elm's gonna have to do one of two things. Go to X-Ray and get speed booster so he can actually get out of Meridia. Or...
Oh,
yeah, that's his only choice. Or
that is his only choice.
Actually...
He cannot go. He has to go in and get X-Ray because ice is behind plasma, and you have to kill Dragon.
Here's the thing, though. We do know for a fact that space jumps at Mama Turtle. Could he make it to Mama Turtle's room, get Mama Turtle's space jump, and still be able to get out? But yeah, as Elm's continuing to check the rest of Norfair here, his chance to get away is slipping fast. Very fast. And remembers charge.
Well, Chet did make the comment that the Crystal Flash clip is possible. Not sure. Depends. We've seen it done several times. He does have the ammo for it. But missing it once and get while you are in the Crystal Flash animation is very costly.
So maybe Elm will make the nice smart choice while CFB is probably on his way descending to Ridley. Head back, get the X-ray check, get speed booster, fly back through Meridia, power through everything because we now have charge. We don't have wave, but we still have charge and plasma, and we have X-ray. So...
Ooh, and I'm going to save. Looks like he's going to do Meridia.
He's gonna go hardcore into it.
Alright, well... Actually... Ooh, actually, I see what he's doing here. He is actually making a pretty good move. Saving down there.
Okay.
That is a very, very clever trick. He is going to save, go check X-Ray, possibly Waterway too, if he feels that he is inclined to need it. But I feel after he checks X-Ray and finds that speed booster, he is not going to care what is at Waterway.
Oh, at this point, this late in the game, having high jump, speed booster would be the only thing that would make his life a lot easier. He has grapple, and again, with the save there, it's very, very potently clear that if this is not the item he's looking for, which we all know it is, he would just reset and move on. But where it is speed booster, he's gonna keep it, he's gonna jump back into it, and hopefully he'll be able to get into and out of Dragon ASAP.
Yes, these are the droids he is looking for.
And he's probably kicking himself in the teeth right now that he did not think it earlier.
Yep.
But
he had
nevertheless...
But hey, there's a chance it could have been something useless like a reserve tank.
Exactly. It could have been Spring Ball. We know what Spring Ball is.
It's very easy for us watching to get into the seat of, oh, they should have done this or that. But, you know, at the end of the day, when you're playing one of these things and you're in high pressure, you're going to do things that, you know, in hindsight just don't make no sense. So, respect to every single runner in this tournament, spanning back from late July till now, for having the guts and the gall to just play this for everybody in front of a live audience of sometimes 300 to 1,500 people. It's not easy, and some of the stuff in this randomizer isn't easy. So yeah, let's just get some some hype going for every runner who's been in this tournament, or congrats or whatever. Let's just celebrate everybody who's given us the entertainment to waste our days for, or our evenings or afternoons for 3+ hours sometimes. Ooh, and CFB getting the copy of himself, moving in the old CRT TV room. And looks like Elm is going to go for some microwave sausage.
Microwave sea shrimp with a very big hole in the head.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about microwave sausage. I
Really
mean,
could use a full Effie. Sorry. Aw. I apologize.
I could go for a full halfie too. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. In my runs. In my runs, everybody. No need to, you know. Alright. Getting serious again, but not quite.
Yeah, getting serious, but not quite. We have CFB, who is in the middle of dancing with Ridley, has not fired off any. Oh, and just switched over to super missiles, was probably counting off his charge shots, and is now entering all 22 into the system. Meanwhile, Elm has multiple options here. He can microwave, he could speed booster, he could pretty much fry the shrimp. I think his best bet is to open up the microwave store and just roast it.
Just go the Friday night late after work strats. Just microwave it and be done. And even if they kill the bosses at the same time here, let's see if Elm can get a 1 round. Looks like he will. No? Actually, probably was a little too late with hitting that, but he'll get it. Definitely get it this time. And do we see the? Yeah, there we go. And
all right,
looks like we got ourselves a bit of a race here. Elm is a lot closer to Tourian than CFB, but CFB does have speed booster.
Yes, he does, but also Elm has speed booster too. He just doesn't have space jump because he did not check Mama Turtle's room. So now comes the thing: does he waste the time to go back to Mama's Turtle room? Probably not. At this point, he's going to find the fastest route out of Meridia, get to the ship, save, gun his way through the Gauntlet, maybe just use a shortcut with speed booster, get all the way down through Tourian and get to Mother Brain before CFB can. And the other thing is to think about: if CFB stops and picks up Plasma on the way out, this very much could be a very even game if both get to Tourian at the same time. Elm not having ice, he has enough power bombs to get through. So the main question is, how fast can Elm do this? Does he want to go get ice because we know where it is? And if he doesn't, is he going to be quick enough to get this done?
I don't think we will see Elm go pick up ice, but it does look like he is going to make his way to the ship. And may do a nice jump to get out of Meridia there. Killing the fish. Sorry, Sefti and Ponk, but looks like no one has custody anymore. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that fish was eviscerated.
That fish there has caused too much of a rift, and you know, I just don't know how I feel about it. I know both Ponk and Seffi love that fish, but at the same time, I've seen the divide it has caused in the Super Metroid community, and I kind of have to agree with Elm did there. It's for the best.
Again, what would be best for Elm, because we know where Wave Beam is, it's at the end of Gauntlet. Take the save here, fly through Gauntlet with Speed Booster, get Wave, hustle down the shaft, get into Tourian, and blow the planet to smithereens. We want Game 3, and we deserve Game 3. Elm just needs to deliver.
Or as I like to call it, a typical Saturday night.
Well, that's what you call a typical Saturday night. I hate to ask what a Sunday night's like.
×2.
Oh, baby. Nevertheless, CFB now having to haul out of the back end of Brinstar in the lower depths is going to cut through Meridia. Meanwhile, Elminster is blowing down the pirates, blasting through the front door, getting ready to take on Tourian. And hopefully we'll have a pretty clean Tourian too, having to use all power bombs.
And it looks like
So-
Elm is doing the power bomb strats, not having ice. Doing these slightly slower, but he should be fine on ammo count and everything.
Would like to point out he has achieved 1 power bomb drop in Metroid Room 1.
Ooh, he's statistically gotten the expected power bomb drop. Actually, no. What is it? So like a 15% or what? I can't remember the exact percentage of what a Metroid is expected to drop for power bombs, given that you're using power bombs.
And there was another power bomb drop there. Holy crow.
Can we call Bays in here? We need Bays. Conditional probability. Hello, Bays. Anybody Bays? Bayesian statistics. Hello.
And I think Elm was purposely taking most of the damage between these Metroid rooms, because I don't know. I honestly think he's going to avoid doing the baby skip. I think he's going to make the time up that way.
Maybe.
We will see. 125 plus reserve in the tank. He's staying away from it. So yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you. I didn't realize that was loud enough, but I'll say thank you for her. And Elm actually takes the down.
Given that he's taken all that damage and all that, probably the fastest thing he could do, because he'd have to go for the refill, which would take time to go back into that room. Actually, he's have to do it anyways, so figured it's probably just faster to take the damage and get the baby sucking the life out of you quicker. Now, this could still be pretty. This could still be pretty close. But I still think Elm has the slight advantage in this one, game.
Oh yeah, totally. Elm has a very statistical advantage in time length right now. I mean, CFP is right on his tail, but if Elm perfectly gets off the speed booster on the first shot,
and Mini Hooves agreeing with it. Opting not for the speed zep skipped or missing it first try, but should be fine with just supering those zebs. A strategy we don't see that often, but it's sometimes good to remember your vanilla roots in this game. That at one point we all had to super and missile our way through the Zepatites. And we'll find out here shortly once Elm gets past the Ketchup and Mother Brain 2, what the final outcome will be. So it's still not over. We have seen many unfortunate Ketchup accidents in this tournament.
oh yeah, definitely. Ketchups have definitely taken the toll on some of our opponents. We can see CFB getting into the fight now. Elm cannot make a mistake. This is literally coming back down to another wire moment. Elm has to survive Ketchup and get into the Metroid phase now.
And doesn't look like either one of them will have enough energy to do stand-up glitch either. So we got ourselves a match, and looks like Elm making it to Mother Brain 2's second Rainbow Beam, or first Rainbow Beam, and looks like he is not quite comfortably in the lead, but it'll still be close, and I think Elm still has a slight advantage here. Maybe a little bit bigger, but it's hard to tell at this point. Although CFB not having high jump boots will make the escape slightly harder. There's some strats that you would usually use for any percent that you can't. But nonetheless, CFB is right on Elm's heel. So this is going to be very, very close.
There's currently
CFB taking a catch-up to the face. But he should be fine. He's entering into the second phase as Elm is entering into slideshow mode, and we're back with Elm. And baby thump, everybody. Can we get some baby thumps in chat for the baby Metroid? Valiant effort. And Elm on the final phase of Mother Brain, and will shortly be beginning his escape. It'll be a pretty vanilla escape, given that he has speed booster and high jump, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Doesn't have space jump, but you can manage without that.
Exactly. Elm has him down. CFB is just entering the refill stage, so bar Elm having an accident at this point, Elm delivering the recovery, getting game 2, we will find out in exactly 1 minute or so. But we are definitely looking at game 3.
Elm has kept us, at this point, to what best we can tell, has kept the hype going for the afternoon. And, you know, at this point in the game, in this tournament, every runner is really good. Because, I mean, we only have a few more matches after this. I mean, we have the winner of this versus Punk, and then the winner of this game in Punk will go on to face Galamaz in the finals, where that too will be a double elimination. So if the winner of the losers bracket beats Galamaz, Galamaz has another chance to come back and keep the dream alive for him, winning this tournament. So we got some exciting times ahead in this tournament still.
Yes, we do,
But for now, the excitement's all on Game 3 of Elminster versus CFB. And Elm ending with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 54 seconds. So GG to Elm, and we got CFB right behind. But if we've seen anything from these runners, Game 3 is going to be hype.
Game 3 is totally going to be hype. It's going to be so awesome. It's amazing that we've drawn out to these Game 3 moments. But again, as I mentioned before at the start of this race, Game 2 and 3 versus Elm is anything like Game 1. Yeah, sure, he might have trouble getting started. Most people do. But there are a lot of people, and Elm's been one of them, and CFP has also been one of them too, that will come back during games 2 and 3 and then just start whooping out power play after power play after finding great item after great item. And we're not going to know what that's like until Game 3 happens. But when Game 3 happens, mark my words, it is going to come down to the nearest of wires, and it's probably going to be the splittest decisions that will make the biggest difference in Game 3.
Absolutely. And GG to CFB for finishing up. Did he dot down it? And CFB finishing up. I didn't see a dot done in. Or did he? Yeah, he did. Okay, sorry. I didn't see that scroll up or whatever. But yeah, so for Game 3, prepare your strongest GGs, your dankest memes, and funnel all the hype, because we have one more game ahead of us here today to find out who will be going on to face Ponk. So yeah, on that note, I think we are going to be handing it off here to who's doing the next one. I think it's going to be
Typo actually just informed us he's still stuck in a little traffic, so get
Oh,
hyped.
okay.
Commentators from Game 1 are coming back. Just a Fan
All
and
right.
Mishrak are going to come back and fill us in for Game 3.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just saw that. So okay. So I was just trying to find, yeah. So okay, so Just a Fan, JD, and Mishrak will be in here shortly. So on that note, I'm Quickie Mart, and I will be taking off. Thank you for tuning into Game 2, and stick around for Game 3. Should be very, very awesome.
Oh yes, indeed, and I have been Sacred Heroes. See you guys next mission.
Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you all liked game 2 because that was a crazy one. But me and Mishrak are back. We're gonna be taking on game 3, doing the commentary, and we're just gonna wait for Elminster to load up his ROM, and yeah, we'll get it started. Don't go anywhere, guys. The score is 1-1. Whoever wins next has the prerogative to move on and to go against Punk in the losers finals. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
I'm ready.
Are you
for all
ready?
things.
Are you ready, dude?
No, actually, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know.
Who knows what's gonna happen? That second game was, oh man, I was blown away.
I've been kind of apathetic. That's a bad one. I couldn't even say that word. Apathetic until like the last.
Yeah, it was back and forth.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Again, like we were just talking about it, game 1. Who was gonna go to early reg ship, and it paid off for Elminster. He found the gravity suit, but game 3 might be a whole different story. So we'll see. I think the biggest difference was, they had different beams. CFB, he didn't have the plasma beam, but he had the ice beam. So it was like really close. But I think just having the plasma really gave Elminster